Pull up. Hey, this is the pull up show. We still got the key in the door.
Welcome back to another Tony and Tony All Things Podcast.
This is the pull up show. You know what we talking about, man. You know what we talking about. We talking about Miami, baby. You know it. You know it. Oh.
No, not you too.
Yeah. I
Not
was thinking about
you
bringing
too.
him on the program today, but
Oh, he had class. He had a late night class.
woo, Miami. All right, I guess we'll start off today's show. Of course, you already know what this one's about. This is about Miami versus Florida State. We came away with the victory, 28-22. But my question to start this one off, I wish it was a different question. But since the game got close at the end, we got to go with this. How much confidence should we have in Miami's ability to close games? And what does this performance expose about their ceiling and their flaws? Now, this is something you've been talking about in the past about closing out games.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little scary. I wouldn't say a little. I'm just being nice. Because honestly, looking at this game, watching it and thinking Miami has it in the bag. You got Carson Beck doing and then you got him on the sideline joking around, laughing. And then somehow in the fourth quarter, you like, hey.
We could lose.
Yeah, you like Mario Cristobal. We need to start looking at this fourth quarter. You have a fourth quarter manager. So what is he telling you?
Right.
So I just don't like when Miami gets to this point where they have that fourth quarter scare they had a few years ago, and they lost that game because they were trying to play aggressive, and now it's just like you need to be playing aggressive. You need to be finishing games. You need to be trying to score. Maybe call not down the field shots,
Right.
but at least call some plays where you're getting Malachi Tony and C.J. Daniels the ball still. I mean, they're going to just pack the box. I mean, and we saw it. They just packed the box.
Right.
So it's just like it just is bothersome. It's either they're doing good and you see them run out of gas, or they just play conservative when they're up, hoping not to lose. Where it's like you can't be a top. Well, they should be number one, but you can't be a number one team hoping not to lose.
Right. And that's a great point. I mean, last year they were aggressive, because you had Cam, back there. This year is like, let's just try to sit on this lead and try to run. But now you become one-dimensional.
Yeah.
So now, like you said, they're right there in the box. We're not getting anything. And then when we try to pass, it's like we're like hoping that we can get a completion. It's like we don't have any confidence on it. So, my confidence and Miami's ability to close games is not good. I tell you, I walked away from this game just feeling, I almost felt like we lost. That's how I honestly felt. It wasn't satisfying. Like this was like a big game. It's like going to, a 5-star restaurant. You get there, everything is tasting good. The appetizer and everything. And then you get that main course. It's going pretty good. And then all of a sudden, it changes. Now, you still ate at a 5-star restaurant, but it just wasn't satisfying. And that's how I sort of felt like this. And I think what this exposes about their performance is they got a lot of things they got to change on this offense, especially in the fourth quarter. So that's I mean, we can go on and on with that, but let me ask you about this. What do you think about Miami's run defense? How do you think they perform?
Honestly, Miami's run defense for the very first half, as they were doing, it surprised me. I was really impressed with it. But then, as you know, the defense is constantly having to be back out there because you're doing three and outs on the offense because you're trying to play
Right.
conservative. You start seeing, okay, you're letting Tommy get loose, letting him do read options. He's doing a little scramble around. He's in the back there. It's like it's almost as soon as he looked at first read, it was like, all right, I'm just running, bro. I
Right.
mean, he had 16 carries for 57 yards. You didn't get Gavin, the running back. He has 11 carries for 47 yards. And these aren't like just coming out of nowhere where they're like building it up. This is almost like they just get a big chunk of it off of like a key down, a very
Right.
key down that they just come out and they just do what they have to do. So, but their run defense leading into that until it got to the point where they're starting to really progress and get loose, I thought it was way better than it was before, but it just that fourth quarter finish, and I can't blame the defense when it's your offense is constantly putting you back on the field where you're like, another three and out. We just we just held them, or we just stopped them. We just got some more, held them off from getting more points. But yeah,
Yeah, I think the run defense. I think it was kind of exposed with Miami. I mean, with Florida State, especially with their quarterback being as mobile as he was. I mean, like you said, he look at a read, and then he's scrambling around, and he had that quick burst. He had that little twitch and everything. It's like there were several times the defensive ends was just right there on his heels, and he just got away. So I was like also very impressed as far as the pass rush. I thought they did great on defense for Miami. I thought that was really good. I was like, any other quarterback, we would have had probably about 5 sacks for how the defense did. It was just that rush game. And I think one thing that also kind of helped was with Miami being up, they had to pass the ball.
yeah,
I think if Florida State would have jumped out with a nice little lead, yeah, it would have been a long day for Miami. So I thought that was one good thing. I think overall, I mean, Carson Beck, I got here. He threw for, was it 20 of 27, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Malik Toney had 7 receptions for over 100 yards, 2 TDs. Actually had a third one, which was taken away because one of the receivers, legal motion. But I thought the offense looked great those first 3 quarters. It was just that, like you said, the fourth quarter is, I think, where the focus is. It's like you can't really think too much about the greatness that Miami did because the fourth quarter just overshadows all the good that they did.
yeah. Because I mean, I believe Florida State had a 19-play drive.
Oh, yeah, in that fourth quarter, something
Like,
like that. Yeah.
I can't say that's good defense. I know a lot of time came off the clock, but it's like that's not good defense at all. 96 yards with 19 plays,
Right.
and they score a touchdown, not a field goal, a touchdown. I mean, this is a fourth quarter shamble, if you ask me. I mean, they're taking 10 plays, 19 plays, 7 plays. I mean, just right here alone, as I'm looking at it, they literally had 36 plays in the fourth quarter. And on those 36, like they literally scored what, 7? They scored 8. So we're looking at 15, 18 points. No, not even 18. We're looking at 19 points that they scored. They scored 19 points in the fourth quarter. And it wasn't on drives where it's like they're just throwing bombs. They're
Right.
meticulously going down the field, working you.
Right.
If I'm any other, top 10 team, if I'm LSU or SEC school, that's where they thrive.
That's true.
The fourth quarter is for the SEC. The Big Ten is explosive plays. The ACC gives you close, exciting games. But there's no close, exciting games in the fourth quarter for the SEC. It's game time.
Right.
ACC ball gives you a lot of nice plays, gives you a lot of hype. You either get a Clemson that's not good in the first and they play really good in the second, or you get a Miami who plays really good in the first and can't finish in the fourth. So you pick your poison, but SEC, they play all four quarters. So it just bothers me with that.
Yeah, I think, and then overall, I think it also says something about, like when they start picking the teams for the playoffs, this could actually hurt the ACC because you look at something like this and you see, wait a minute, Miami, it was 28-3, and they let this team come all the way back. And then you look at the history of Miami from last year and what happened. We totally missed the playoffs, but we were right there all year. Come down to, a couple games at the end of the season, and we're out, just like that. So I think this could hurt the ACC far as, teams getting in there when they look at, okay, how strong is the ACC? But overall, I thought if I'm looking at Florida State, I thought they played, especially in the fourth quarter, I thought they played a great game. I mean, they had those three. It was 3 onside kicks. If they just would have got one, this could have been a different podcast. This could have been a solo with you because I'm just like, I couldn't get on here. I'm crash out on this thing. But but I'm glad we did pull that one off. I thought definitely, as you brung up, CJ Daniels, 5 receptions, 2 touchdowns, Malik Toney, they really established themselves, I thought, for this week. And I forget the name of we have a true freshman playing safety. I mean, he's a ball hawk. I think he had an interception the week before, and then he ends up getting one this past week.
Is it Jacoby Thomas or Bryce Fitzgerald?
Not for sure. He's number 13.
Oh yeah, that's Bryce Fitzgerald.
Okay, yeah. True freshman right back there.
Yeah.
So I love the play of our secondary back there with the safeties. So I'm excited for what's next for Miami. But, yeah, they definitely – I think Coach has to definitely figure out something. Either he needs to start speaking with the offensive coordinator. Hey, we got to do something. Because there's a play where Carson Beck was trying to get it to Malik Toney and just sort of just loft the ball up. And I think
he threw it over to the left side.
Yeah. And I think the head coach wanted to run a different play. So it's like you can't have these breakdowns, especially in a game like this. So I think that's something they definitely going to have to tune up.
Well, I guess I would ask you these 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, do you believe Carson Beck's going to be able to win the rest of these games? I mean, the majority, if not all, ACC games. And 2, do you see Malik Toney after this year staying on your team?
I guess the first one, I do see – I thought Carson Beck turned it around in this game. He almost has he's putting a little loft on that ball, and I think that works out for the receivers. They're able to run underneath it. So I love how he's throwing the ball. So I believe in him. I think he's only going to get better. I don't know how much this fourth quarter is going to hurt because that's always going to be in the back of your mind, especially, like I said, coming when, you had Cam and we still had the same thing. So you're still going to have those question marks. Can we close out games? Mm-hmm. So anytime you have that going into the fourth quarter, it could, you can tense up as a quarterback and start second guessing if you're going to throw the ball or not. But I do love how he sort of played freely, like he was let loose. Go ahead, throw a bomb, throw this, throw that. So I believe in him. I think he's going to be fine with these upcoming games. As far as next year, my understanding when I was watching the game is the coach has a plan. I think he sees exactly how he did with Cam Ward.
Right.
You're going to spend that money wisely. That NIL money. So you're going to go out there and you're going to spend top dollar to get the quarterback that you need for your program. So I believe if they get a top tier quarterback, Malik Tony is going to stay. But if they don't, I can see him because I believe I forget the wide receiver, but we had a top receiver that left to go play for Alabama. So just imagine he would have stayed.
Yeah.
Now CJ Daniels, I think he's a transfer that we got in,
Yeah,
so that was good. So that was good that we got him. But hopefully he'll stay. I think here's another reason why I think he might stay. He's in that perfect position. He sort of reminds me of Devin Hester, except he's playing wide receiver. And I think you get like the old school players coming back. I think they can talk to him and say, hey, you could be just like one of us if you stay here. Mm-hmm. Stay here and let's build this. So I think if you get the old players coming in, Ray Lewis, you got, who else? You got Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Warren Sapp. You get all of those greats coming back. You got Michael Irving already right there on the sideline.
Yeah.
So I think if you get those players talking to him, he'll stay. I'm hoping.
Man, because that true freshman is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we're going to be preseason ranked in the top 10, he'll stay. And I think also it plays out to how this season transpires. If we can make some noise into this playoffs, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, that's exciting to watch the game, to represent. I mean, last week you had your little Clemson thing on. The U, baby. Man. So I think, let's see what else we got here. I think, like we already went over the fourth quarter collapse, losing the tempo in the game. We also had some struggles. I mean, we had 13 flags for 114 yards, so that's a momentum killer. So there's some things we got to clean up there. Another thing, I don't know if any of the quarterbacks that are coming up that we're going to be playing against is going to be like Caslitos, if that's how you pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm.
But having that escapability that he had, those fast quarterbacks, I think, is going to give us a headache.
Mm-hmm.
We get some pocket passers, we got them. We're just going to pin our ears back and go. So I guess to wrap this thing up, Miami did prove that they can build big leads, which is good. Because with those big leads, we need them big enough so the other team can't come back on us.
Man.
But I love what I saw with Malik Tony, CJ Daniels. That was fun. That was entertaining. Whenever CJ Daniels got into the end zone, he knew where that camera was. So that was good. But I think we could clean up our fourth quarter. We should be good.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. Well, that concludes our episode on Miami versus Florida State. And a note, right now we are don't do that. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Right now, I think we run the state of Florida.
You do.
Hey, that's one of the first goals. Run the state of Florida, win the championship.
And you beat Notre Dame, so I mean, that's
yeah.
like historically led to get y'all to the chip.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Hey, now I just got to win the ACC championship, and I mean it's just looking like the '80s again.
Yeah, hopefully we can get there. All right then, guys. Thank you. Oh, we got to edit that out in production. Hey, CJ, make sure you take that out. All right, then, guys. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Tony and Tony All Things Podcast, the pull-up edition.
Yeah! Clemson.
What?
Oh, yes.
That's another episode.
Pull up.
Hey, this is the pull-up show. We still got the key in the door.